stars. Didn't even get to cross.
Put simply, existentialism is the attitude that life is like an abstract painting found on the side of the road. You may look at it for hours, days, or even years, but no essential meaning may arise from it. You wouldn't know the creator of such an elaborate work, and therefore will never know anything about it. You can put it up on your wall, but whatever happens is up to chance, and it will not follow a predestined path in life. One of the best quotes that can sum up existentialism comes from Richard Dawkins in the God Delusion. He states, "There is something infantile in the presumption that somebody else has a responsibility to give your life meaning and point. The truly adult view, by contrast, is that our life is as meaningful, as full, and as wonderful as we choose to make it." His view focuses on something called the human condition. Defined by Wikipedia, the human condition encompasses the unique features of being human, particularly the ultimate concerns of human existence. It can be described as the unalterable part of humanity that is inherent and innate to human beings, and not dependent on factors such as gender, race, culture, or class. From the existentialist perspective, the human condition is the core structure of the human mind that is equal to everyone from birth. It is up to each of us to develop our condition into what we want without the strings of fate holding us back. In other words, there is no reality except inaction. Another large part of existentialism focuses on the individual discovering the meaning of life for oneself due to the inability of everyone to conform to the same all-encompassing belief system. Rainer Rilke supports this statement by saying, "No one can advise and help you, no one. There is only one way, go within." As Antoine de Saint-Méry in Night Fight points out, we do not pray for immortality, but only not to see our acts and all things stripped suddenly of all their meaning, for then it is the utter emptiness of everything reveals itself. The perspective of religion forces humans to do good deeds and hope that in the end it wasn't all for nothing. Finally, the existentialist view opposes divine perspective of life. The perspective of God figures proclaiming truth through prophets and pointing followers to a place like heaven as an end goal seems improbable and unfair in the eyes of existentialists. Albert Camus makes an interesting point for this idea in that religion doesn't factor in the human condition. He says, "Seeking what is true is not seeking what is desirable. The struggles, stress, and problems of life on earth and the human condition in all of us does not allow for all of the strict rules created by deities to be followed that well. For that reason, believing in religion actually can decrease your value of life." Existentialism, being boiled down to the basics, is the belief that life is nothing more than what you make of it. There are no rules to follow other than those placed upon you by you and your subconscious, and each man needs to follow a path that has not been traced out. To end, Albert Camus describes well what existentialism shows itself as in one's life. "In the midst of winter, I found in me an invincible summer." That is, when you get lost in the nothingness of life, you can always rely on yourself.